Howdy, peeps. All right, let's do this. What's good in the hood, people? What's good, JD? What's good, Christopher Klaus? KDFFA? What's good, brother? Max Burdekin? What's good? Luca Basso? I see you. I see all of you. All right, let's get to the Batmobile. Base the Kid, watching the Dan Aziz fight. Yeah, I was going to watch that. I was going to watch it, But I thought I'd start this. I thought we'd start this and then we'll see where we're at. Pound for Pound Boxing says, have you been out for a drink? Yes, I have. Yes, I bloody have, god damn it. All right, let's see who's in the stream. Let's see who's here. Loads of you, right? Loads of you already. The usual hello. Guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. Much appreciated. We are going to do the Sunday session tomorrow around 8:30. We'll recap what's happened throughout the week. There is that MTK show on. Dan Aziz fighting on that English light heavyweight title fight. And then we'll talk about this. We have to talk about it. I know, the Jake Paul Ben Askren. We will talk about that because Prograis on that card. Steve Cunningham's on that card as well. He's fighting a former UFC guy, Frank Mir. So Sunday session tomorrow, let's say 8:30. We'll do it. No shit. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. We'll do it 8 o'clock. All right, let's quick hello to everyone. Ronan Harris, what's up, Ade? Andrade late stoppage. Yeah, I'm getting Andrade points. I can't see an Andrade stoppage, but we'll see. I'm getting Andrade points. Pound for Pound Boxing says Saturday night highlight. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. You know what it is? Can I be honest with you guys? I was out drinking. I was out drinking with a lovely person, and we ordered one bottle of Prosecco. So no whiskey. And it was good weather outside today. And I was like, oh, I've got to do a live stream. So I thought, you know what? Let's order one more bottle, then I've got to go. Like, literally got to go. And yeah, we're here. We're here. I'm happy to be here, but I can't lie, I'm a bit disappointed I'm not still outside. All right. Who is in the building? Max Burdekin says, yes, Ade, Williams KO. Williams KO. A few people are saying that. Big Matthew says, Ade. Got the Nigerian and the British flag. Yep, got to represent both. Adil Shakut is in the building. Yes, Ade. Base saying he's watching the Dan Aziz fight. Let me know what's going on, Dan, because I'm not watching it myself. Sorry, Base, because I'm not watching it myself. Jordan Sue, yep, in here. Joanne Dias, how's it going, Ade? Not bad. Honestly, can't complain. Thomas Rodley, the green chair is there. Green chair is bloody here, man. Enoch, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good, Enoch. Thank you for joining the stream. Luca Basso. Luca Basso, that just sounds like a name in the Godfather series, doesn't it? It really does. Sally Mirza says, yo, bro. Yo, Sally. Kevin Kumpuma says, another fight night. Let's go. We've got loads, innit? We got loads. What we got? We got Chisora Parker May 1st. Week after that, May 8th, we've got big one. The big one. Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders. That's huge. That so far, for me, is the biggest fight of the year so far. I think. I think so far that's the biggest fight of the year. And then after that, we got Devin Haney, Linares. Then we got a couple of others. Then we got Ryan Garcia, Fortuna. But we've got quite a load of stuff. Showtime have released their card as well. We're going to do a few watch-alongs for some of those stuff, especially Josh Taylor, Ramirez, Javonte Davis, Barrios. Barrios? It's Barrios, isn't it? I think it's Barrios. Yeah, so loads of fights anyway, put it that way. Boom says, nice interview with Natasha Jonas. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Christopher Klaus just hit the nail on the head. You know what? Before the fights, because I'm not too interested in the undercard here, although we will talk about Majidov, Christopher Klaus says, Kevin McBride versus Holyfield, laughing emoji. Have you guys seen that shit? Did you guys see that shit? Co-main event of a Trader card, Evander Holyfield versus Kevin McBride. Kevin McBride looks like he's just rolled out of bed, gone fishing, and someone has said, do you fancy making 100 grand? And he's like, yeah. Someone said, have you been in the gym? No, but don't tell no one. It's embarrassing. I'm actually tired of these old men fighting. Like, what are they doing? Like, this has now just become a thing. This has now become normalized. Like Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. We're gonna get onto Demetrius Andrade very quick. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones has normalized this shit. This shit ain't normal. They've made it seem normal. Although I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it at all. Not a fan of it. Yeah, so we got Miguel Cotto versus Marquez coming up. Oscar De La Hoya is supposedly fighting a guy from the MMA world called Eddie Alvarez. Oh, I don't know what's going on. All right, a few more hellos. Amandeep Jahal says, I prefer this mic. You look less tense. You know what it is? Here's the mic, by the way. Mic's here. You know what it is, yeah? About this mic. It's not, but trust me when I say this mic's amazing. It's the way I'm sitting. It's the way, there's a few things we need to sort out, but it's a great mic. Trust me, to me, the sound quality on that's a lot better. But you're right. I feel a lot more relaxed, just like this, like way more relaxed. Harry Rika says, how many pay-per-views does Canelo Billy Joe Saunders do? It's difficult because it's not really pay-per-views, Harry. It's sign-ups, innit, for DAZN as opposed to pay-per-views. But if it was pay-per-views in America, Canelo, it's going to do 500,000. It's Canelo, innit? 700,000 maybe. I don't think it touches 1 million. Juan Diaz says, I got my shout out from Addy. I can die happy now. Don't die happy yet. There's way more shout outs to come. Stick with me, kid. You go a long way. I feel like I'm jumping a lot of questions. Let's go. Base the Kid says, did you see Majidov KO? His ankle was in a bad way. Yeah, saw it. Like, the thing about that Majidov KO is that he got clipped hard. Have you guys seen the fight? Just watching it, Majidov got hit with a clean right, yeah, went down, and it's the way he dropped. He kind of, remember like George Groves, Carl Froch, the way George Groves' leg buckled underneath him. Majidov buckled underneath him like that. He tried to get up, then he got put down again, and his leg's fucked. Majidov's 34 as well. That's it, unfortunately, for Majidov. That is it. I remember watching Majidov. The only time I've ever seen him fight, I can't lie, he only had 3 fights, in Saudi Arabia. He fought Tom Little. Bashed him up, boy. Majidov can fight, it's just a shame. Stephen Toll says, hi, Addy, you good? I've been waiting, looking forward to this one. So have I. I've actually been waiting. I'm happy that this is happening early. It'd be nice if most American cards can happen around this time, then we could always do them. Sally Merzer says, do a stream with my brother. Who's your brother? Who's your brother? Mr. S says, Wagwan Addy. Big Matthews, I'm laughing because have you been out of any birds, Addy? A couple. John Cahill says, yes, Addy, good night of fights tonight. Can I be honest with you? I'm so intrigued by this Jake Paul Ben Askren. They've got me. I can't lie, Ben Askren looked awful on the scales. I don't think I've ever seen a fighter look as bad as that on the scales. Bear in mind, when he was fighting in MMA, he used to fight 170 pounds. He's now weighing 191 of just fat. So it's an extra 21 pounds of fat. But he can take a lick. This is what I think people don't appreciate. In the UFC, it's 4-ounce gloves. 4 ounces. So basically, that's your fist. And he got hit by one of the hardest punches in the UFC several times and didn't collapse. That's a guy called Robbie Lawler. This guy can take a crack, a real crack. So we'll see what Jake Paul can do. Durrell Carter says, is it the new missus? Not the new missus, just a friend, you know, just a friend. Zachariah Khan says, there's only one Tyson Fury. We'll talk about that in a minute. This is interesting. Macdara O'Beara says, Addy, huge fan. Will UK and Irish fans be able to travel to Saudi Arabia for the AJ Fury fight? Huge fan of the channel. Thank you so much. I believe so. If it's in July, then yeah, then we're kind of fully out of lockdown. June, I think travel restrictions to red zone areas are forbidden, but I'm guessing they're going to open some sort of travel corridor because of how big that fight is. So I bloody hope so, man. I bloody hope so. What we got here? Harry Rika says, how good actually is Andrade? Good. Very, very good. It's just a case of, you know, sometimes you rise to the level of opponent you're fighting. I expect him to rise not just to Liam Williams, but above Liam Williams today. I'm going for quite a comfortable Andrade victory. Everyone talks about Liam Williams. This is a big stage for Liam Williams, you know. No one talks about that, how big it is going away from home, fighting an unbeaten two-hit world champion in your first world title fight. There's a lot that comes with that. You speak to fighters and they talk about it. There's a lot of things that we don't think about, all those nerves that go into it. This is a big stage for him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Mark Bailey says, I think Andrade stoppage, he needs to make a statement. Yes, he does, right? If he wants all the names he wants. Andrade's 33, you know. He's not no, I keep forgetting how old he is. He's 33. Like, he's got like a year and a half left of what some might even say he's past his prime. I'm giving him a stretch saying 35 is the max. He's got a year and a half left to get whatever big fight he wants to get. He not only has to look good in this fight, he has to look very good, then he has to fucking grab the mic from whoever's doing the interviews and say, scream into the mic and say, I want, and then reel off the names. And then he has to look at Eddie and say, give me these effing names. You're giving Billy Joe Canelo. You gave Callum Canelo. Give me someone. Give me someone. Don't fucking give me Liam Williams. You know what I mean? Sulecki, Akavov, Carlton Dokwa. Diles 100 says, what times does the Andrade fight start? I'm going to say there's one more fight now. We've got an IBO, I think it's super middleweight strap now. So what's the time? 20 to 10. I'm going to say 10:30. I'm going to say 10:30 it starts. There or thereabouts. What's this? Super chat here from Jake Jansen, who just sent me an Instagram post. Thank you so much, Jake, for your Instagram post. Obviously, I messaged you back anyway, but thank you nonetheless. He says, Anthony Joshua is on the Norton show tonight. Is it Norton or Jonathan Ross? I think it's on Jonathan Ross's show. Might be Norton. I think it's Jonathan Ross. It's crazy how, by the way, Graham Norton works in the same building on exactly the same floor as me. I see him like all the time. So I see Chris Evans and Graham Norton all the time. So they work in Virgin, and I'm at TalkSport, and it's exactly the same floor. So strange to see him. Anyway, AJ and Norton show tonight. Hearn showed AJ and Fury on photo. Could they announce it tonight? He said, stay tuned. Just make it official. It's going to happen though, isn't it? It's going to happen. I've got this weird fear that it gets announced and they're like, oh, yeah, it's signed, it's happening, but it's happening in December. Yeah, that would fucking piss me off. Billy Hamilton says, Addy, I was first. Was you, Billy? Not sure if you were, mate. Not sure if you were. Adil Shakut says, Addy, did you see Lopez versus Cambosos press it? Yes, and I loved it. I loved it. Really, really like that. I mean, I'm starting to really like Teofimo. He's become his own man, right? After this is it, right? Some of these young fighters need to roll the dice against some of these greats, some of these old school greats. He done that, rolled the dice against Loma, and you can see the confidence he now has. He was always a confident human being, but now he's super confident. But I will say this though, Cambosos looks very confident as well, and rightly so. He should be. Good fight. When's that? June 1st, is it? I think. Super chat here from David Okereke. My Nigerian brother says, did you see the Showtime schedule for the summer? Gervonta Davis moving to 140. Yes, I mentioned that just at the start of this stream. Gervonta Davis will fight, I think it's Barrios, for one of those regular or interim titles. Remember the Kings at 140 are Josh Tatum, Ramirez. But credit to Gervonta, you know, taking that step up. I say step up, look. Gervonta struggles to make, like, it's weird because he made 130 versus Leo Santa Cruz, but if you're telling Gervonta you don't have to cut 10 pounds, he will sign on the dotted line immediately. Like, where? So he's good to go. Good scrap, though. I wasn't too impressed with their schedule, if I'm honest with you. I was like, okay, it's good. Like, Daenerys fighting on the schedule. I thought Daenerys was retired. Both Charlos are fighting, which is always good to see. There's a fight on the undercard. I think it might be with Gervonta Davis's scrap. Lubin versus Rosario. That I really like. I like that a lot. You got Neri versus Figueroa, Brandon Figueroa, 2 unbeaten fighters, good fight as well. It's a decent one. Ade, there's a brown dot on your laptop. It's not the laptop, you know. It's actually not the laptop. It's that camera. Something wrong with the camera. So my I don't know if you can see it. See, there's my camera, the proper camera's over there. We're gonna start using that very, very soon. G-Man in the building. Big up, bro. You have to get a bottle of Echo Falls on this. I'll leave the Echo Falls to Ty and T and Booth. That's his job. I'm a whiskey man. It's over there, but we're not drinking tonight. We've already had a couple of bottles of Prosecco earlier on in the sun. Yeah. Just so everyone knows where we are, co-main event is on now. Time is 9:45. So I will say the main event's going to start around 10:30. So let's just have a chit chat about anything boxing wise, because I'm not super fussed about this, if I'm honest with you. A few people say Majidov injury was crazy. You know, we've all seen those Majidov injuries. I've seen fighters buckle on their leg like that a lot of times. When you get knocked out, like, look, he got hurt. And I feel like we need to give credit to his opponent, because a lot of things are going to, yeah, but Majidov hurt his leg. No. He got knocked down and buckled his leg. If it wasn't for the knockdown, he doesn't get buckled like that. But we've seen a lot of fighters kind of buckle their legs after knockdowns. But that's it for Majidov, unfortunately. 34, could come back, but 34 is, you know, have to have surgery. I think that's it. That's a good fight. Apologies, I forgot this one. Mardi Sheikh says Rigo versus Casemiro. What a random good fight that is. I don't know what's left in Rigondo, but I'm liking that. I am liking that. Hassan Keeley says, good evening, Ade. Good evening, bro. Good evening. Ravel Evans says, Andrade wins within 8 rounds. Don't know about that. You know what the thing is, though? Liam Williams is so aggressive, it could get caught coming in. He's so aggressive. He's going to be very, very pumped for this fight. So expect him to come out really fast. He could get clipped early. Could get clipped very early. Politics says, hey, Ade, if you were fighting, what would your walkout song be? Anything Tupac. Anything Tupac. Obviously, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a huge Tupac fan. Although, obviously, with what's happened to DMX, could be anything DMX either, if I'm honest with you. Anthony Vander says, yes, Ade, thoughts on Triller. The way they get musicians on the card is interesting. They're almost changing the way we think about boxing, aren't they? It's crazy, you know, what they're doing. They got Justin Bieber, Snoop Dogg. Honestly, it's crazy. Like, there'll be more views. It's crazy. We've got a world title fight, right? So on this card right now on DAZN, there's 2 world title fights. There's an IBO world title, which is on now. And then obviously Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Williams. You can't even compare the number of people that are going to watch the Triller event as opposed to this one. This one, if you're talking sign-ups, yeah, like people that have never tuned into the DAZN that are going to sign up for this, I would be shocked if there's more than 10,000 additional sign-ups. How many people are going to pay for Jake Paul, Ben Askren? So they are, credit to them, man. They know how to sell a fight and they're selling it well. And, you know, you got Prograis on there and the production looks really good. Compare the Triller production, if you guys are going to stay up and watch it, to the fucking tent that Carl Frampton fought in against Jamal Herring. Boy. Fight Farm says, what time is the main event? I'll say about 10:30. Okay, so the Teofimo Lopez fight is on the June 5th. Craig Finch says, the 154-pound Charlo fight is the highlight of the Showtime list. Excited for that one of the most yet good fight that is. I think that's going to be Charlo's last fight at 154 as well, by the way. So I think what's going to happen is that I think I can see this being Jamal Charlo's last fight at 160, then him going to 168. I expect Jamal Charlo to go to 168 and fight Benavidez. I really do. And Jamel Charlo will then go to 160. John says, Conor Benn will be pay-per-view very soon. That's the plan. That's the plan for any boxer nowadays, right? I mean, as long as you can get to, the quicker you can get to pay-per-view, the quicker you can start cashing those 7-figure checks, right? I mean, Conor Benn's obviously doing 6-figure checks now. You know, you can't do that on a Saturday night regular fight card. But I don't think, there's one thing going pay-per-view and there's one thing going pay-per-view where you do really good numbers. So they're going to need to get an opponent for him. But He'll get to pay-per-view in the next 3 or 4 fights. He wants it now, hence why he's calling that Amir Khan. He's smart. Amir Khan doesn't have a world title. Amir Khan doesn't have anything apart from a bit of name value. But Amir Khan's a pay-per-view fight for him, and it's a winnable fight. That's why he keeps shouting at Amir Khan. He knows what he's doing. Ian Hamilton, Super Chat says, my walkout music would be mainly heavy metal related, but Slipknot mainly. Never heard of Slipknot. Anyone know what that is? I love a headbanger. Evening once again from lovely Scotland. Evening, my brother. Evening. What round are we? We're in round 2 of this one. I think it's Gengora versus Pearson. So again, we're about 35, 40 minutes. Can someone just get knocked out, please? No disrespect. I just want this main event to start. This is interesting. As Akira Khan says, Ade, did you know Anthony Gogo is in wrestling now, AEW? I did. I interviewed Anthony Ogogo, for Sky about 6-7 months ago. And he looked big then. Like, he looked really jacked. And we spoke about it. So, yeah, I knew. Good luck to him, man. Hopefully he can... look, his boxing career didn't go the way he wanted it to with all the eye injuries. And then you still got to make money, right? So fingers crossed he can, make a career and make some good money. Jesus, look at this by Muzi Moyo. Disappointing you, brother. All right, lads. Good first week at the gym on my cheat day with a vegan Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. You don't deserve a cheat day after 1 week. Ronan Harris says, what price do you think the Fury versus AJ pay-per-view will be at? £30 is what I would imagine. Keep going. Keep going, brother. Unfortunately, keep going. AJ versus Fury, I'm thinking more 40, 45 pounds. Sorry if that upsets anyone. Like, I think that's kind of what we're talking. That's what we're talking. It's going to be an incredible amount of money. It's not going to be like, wasn't AJ's last 2, so Ruiz and Pulev, $24.95. Do you think it really is only going to be £5 more than that? No, sirree. It will be a lot more money, sorry. Hamid Mohammed says, always enjoy your streams, bro. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Big Matthew says, I got a stupid phone call. Where can I watch Andrade versus Williams? I'm watching it right now, or get ready to watch it on DAZN. What am I paying for this a month? Couple of quid? It's the best couple of quid you can ask for. It really is. Honestly, it's so good. Not just for the boxing, but all the other stuff that comes with it. It's really good, man. Really, really good. James Dolan says, what other YouTube boxing channels do you think are good? Obviously, look, I always say Hatman because I just love the way he explains things. I think I'm going to talk about G-Man a bit here. G-Man Boxing, yeah, done something the other day that I think he should do more of. So this is almost a credit to him, and I'm going to critique him at the same time. Credit him for everything else he does. So he does watch-alongs. No, he does like lives. The other day he was speaking about old school boxing. So he went to the 20s and 30s and 40s. I didn't even know that was in his locker. So if I'm G-Man, I do more of that shit. So G-Man is very big in the business as well. Very, very good. I like Pep Talk's relaxed style of interviewing people. Just no stress, no frills. Love that kind of style. You can tell he makes the people very, very comfortable. I think Pep Talk needs to get more press accreditations to get out there and do loads more stuff. I forgot their names. Fuck, it's going to bother me. Showbiz the Adult. Showbiz the Adult in America. Very funny, very crazy. But there's 2 guys over here. Is Base the Kid on this still? Base was going to remind me. 2 guys. One of them's called, I think, KG the Comedian. Oh, I forgot the other guys. So you guys probably know them. There's 2 of them together. I need to shout them out. Undefeated Podcast. That's it. Love their stuff. I love the way they just argue and get people on. I love that shit. Love it. J Proddy J says Showbiz is live now. Showbiz will do a live for a fucking shop opening. He is live all the time. Jeez. Frederick says, hey, my man, greetings from Ukraine. Love the content. Usyk and Loma all the way. Let's hope Loma can come back again, man. It's like Loma's almost a forgotten guy at 135 pounds. I really want to know what happens with Loma. Oh, this is an interesting one. Rooney, AMUFC says, thoughts on Dubois' comeback against Bogdan Dinu. Not a bad fight to come back after a loss like that, but why is there like some interim world title on the line? Like, no need. No need. Curtis Harvey says, when is the new setup happening? Curtis, can I be honest with you? I'm just far too lazy. I've got everything. Everything now is here. I've got everything. And everything cost me a bit of money. So forget the mic, which I'll show you again. I've got the camera. The camera is just behind me there. Sony A5100, which is the best live stream camera you can get, supposedly. I've got all the equipment I need all over there. And you know what? Can't be asked. Can't be asked. I saw a question here. Toby Davis says, where can we watch your TalkSport channel, Ade? You know what it is? So it's only on the radio right now on TalkSport, but they are putting cameras in my studio to make it a live stream. So we are going to do like, it's going to be live soon, which is very, very good. So watch that space. It's going to be live straight to YouTube. So it's going to happen. But for now, unfortunately, you can only hear it. But they do put little clips up on Twitter all the time. So TalkSport 2 Twitter page or my Twitter page. Yeah. David Jones says, Ade, what's your thoughts on the IBO and also how the IBO belt looks? I don't mind the IBO. I mean, look, it's the weakest out of all the belts. We know that. But at least it isn't the bullshit that goes on with all the others. I mean, there is no IBO interim or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's IBO. So IBO is going to get more powerful as the other belts become more crap. And they are becoming crap, right? So look, I get it. No one gives credit to it, right? Even AJ's got the IBO belt and no one mentions it. But at least they're very strict on their mandatories and all that kind of stuff. What are they? I say that, are they? When was the last time AJ defended his... When was the last time AJ had an IBO mandatory defense? So I'll take it all back. Take it all back. Mr. R, Super Chat says, that's Addy, all right, ain't he? Yeah, that's Addy. Talk sense, don't he? Yeah? He's all right, that Addy. Khalid says, hit the Tyson bell in reference to Showbiz the adult. He's got like a little Tyson bell there. Showbiz is so energetic. DGJ says, Addy, I love your bald head. Clean. By the way, done that today. Fresh. I can't remember the last time I even went to a barber shop. I haven't been to a barber shop. We must be talking 10, 15, bullshit. About to lie there. 10 years. I ain't been barber shop in 10 years. Like, the clippers I bought, Spalding, I think they're called. I'm looking for them because they're here somewhere. The best investment ever. Like, it's this great stuff. Best investment ever. Frederick says, if you do studio videos, don't ever forget the green chair. No way. So when I do go to the studio, because we are definitely going to the studio, I'm taking this chair, taking that chair. And that's what it's going to be. This chair, that chair, mics on both sides, camera, lights. Let's talk. Let's talk boxing. That's what it's going to be, peeps. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. Christopher Klaus says, what shaving soap do you use? None. I don't use any shaving soap. Just start. I put a bit of talcum powder on, and that's it. 5 minutes later, we look like this. John Cahill says, Addy, do you think Andrade is ever going to get a big fight? I reckon if he beats Williams, Eubank Jr. is most likely, to be honest, or Munguia. He asked for the Munguia fight about a year and a half ago. Munguia's team rejected it. I don't know if it was because of money, or I don't know what the reason was. Munguia didn't want the fight. That's a tough fight for Munguia. I think Andrade's movement's going to cause Munguia a few problems. Eubank's a good one. Eubank's a good fight. But again, I don't know how big. And if I'm Andrade, after this, I want to go. And I don't think Eubank's that. Eubank ain't that, is he? Eubank's, no disrespect to Eubank, but what? You don't think of Eubank like the way you do either Charlo, Golovkin, Canelo, Benavidez, if you go into 168 Plant. You don't think of Eubank like that. I think he's going to want to think, at 33, I need to roll the dice and have some big fights. And Eubank just isn't that. And Eubank's not even a money fight. Because that's what it's all about now. If you're a 2-weight unbeaten world champion, it's not even about belts anymore, is it? He's a 2-weight world champion. That's about that. Eubank doesn't generate any money, any at all. So, Dark Side Rum Punch. What's up, Addy? What's up, brother? What's good in the hood? What we got here? Jake Jansen says, you're on TalkSport. You must have heard something on Fury and AJ. I ain't heard shit. You guys know I would tell you. Like, my mouth, unfortunately, I can't control it. I would tell you. I'm like, there's some things I know, but I definitely don't know if this fight's happening. Like when I spoke to Spencer Oliver, who obviously would know a bit more than me. When did I speak to him? Thursday. He was like, no, I spoke to him Wednesday, and he was like, the fight's going to be announced on Thursday. Thursday has come and gone. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Big Matthew says, add a Rogan podcast. That's the plan, my man. Honestly, I'm not joking, that's the plan. I really want to just do stuff like that. What's the time now? All right, we're into round 4, by the way. This Gongora versus Pearson. Could go all the way, peeps. So what's the time? 10 o'clock. I said 10:30. We could be looking at about 10:45. Hassan Keely says, greetings from Iraq. Love the content, brother. Thank you, my man. Thank you very much. Big Matthew says, Chris Eubank Jr., don't go, said he can beat Canelo. He needs to come back to planet Earth. Look, you know what it is, Big Matthews? By the way, look, I 110% don't agree on Eubank being able to beat Canelo, right? I don't agree on Eubank being able to beat a lot of the top guys, but he's got to think that. He's got to say that. He can't go into these fights or start trying to promote these fights or want these fights and say, it's going to be a close fight, between me and Canelo, but, he's got to say, I think I can destroy him. He's got to try and goad them into fighting him. What else we got, man? What else we got? Oh, Liam Williams in the changing room getting warmed up. See, like, Demetrius Andrade blatantly thinks that Liam Williams is on the juice. Like, blatantly, like, 100%. Did you see his interview with Umar that he did about a month ago? And he was like, Umar, Liam Williams has got better, right? And Umar's like, yeah. He said, oh, what? Did he change trainer? And Umar's like, yeah, he's gone to the Ingles. He's like, oh, the drug king. So, yeah, he thinks he's on the juice. Toby Davis says, will you be tuning in to the Jake Paul card to watch Prograis? Yeah, I will be. If I'm up, I might just do a live stream of it, if I'm honest with you. If I'm up, but we'll see how it goes. Proddy J says, serious question. What do you think goes through GGG's head when he thinks of his resume? No way he sees the fights he's taken and thinking, yes, this will do it for my career. You know what goes through his head? The money. Guys, this is what it's all about. Like, when it's all said and done, as much as we like to say resume and, the hit list, all they care about is money. All they care about is money. And GGG, early, when he was fighting the likes of Martin Murray and Matthew Macklin, and who else did he fight again? Oh, I can't remember the names. Jeez. I can't remember the names. Gil and those guys weren't getting paid. Now that he signed this crazy deal with DAZN, he is happy to fight B and C level fighters now and just make the same money. Like, GGG does not care anymore. GGG is 39, and now it's about just money. Like, the idea of trying to prove it to anyone or, in 10 years' time, look back at his resume. No. Just wants the money. That's all it is. Oh, Base the Kid says, Dan Aziz wins by split. Base, did he win, though? Like, if you know what I mean, did he win? Or is that a lucky decision? I have to check that out. Robin Hood says, most of today's fighters only care about money. They're learning from what they've seen. So they're learning from what they've seen from other fighters in the past. They're learning to, be their own promotional company, like what Floyd did. They're learning not to sign stupid contracts. Hence why Teofimo is trying to get out of his contract with Top Rank. They're just learning from fighters they've seen make mistakes, and they're not making them. It's a bit disappointing, if I'm honest with you. But, hey, it is what it is, right? Lee the Bald Guy's in the building. Says, I got decent odds for Williams to KO Andrade by round 8. So put 20 quid on. Yeah, you might have lost your money there, boy. You might have lost your money. That's a risk, right? You're putting money on Liam Williams, who's been beaten twice, to stop a guy who's never been beaten in the 8th. It's a risk, but it's only 20 quid, right? Paul Moss says, Addy ignoring me tonight, I see. It's funny how people say that. Like, I'm reading as many questions as humanly possible, and you think I'm ignoring you, Paul. Like, how many am I reading, dude? Don D Lee says, Addy, how good do you think Conor Benn can be? How good is he now? What is he now? European level? I mean, does anyone in this chat think he beats Avanesian? If he does, that means you then think if you're a European champion, automatically, in my eyes, you then fringe world level. I don't think he beats Avanesian right now, so I'd say he's European level, which I think is fair. Do I think he can be world level? So what, top 15, top 20? Yeah, I think he could get there. But then it's the next step. And the next step is where the sharks are. And that's the problem. Everything else is cool. Big Matthew says, Ade, CRB is here. Oh, it's weird how, you know what I like about this little group, yeah? It's weird how we all know who CRB is. Oh, I love it. Dan Kane in the building. Dan Kane is, credit to Dan Kane, by the way. So, like, thousands of people applied for, like, an apprentice / like young role, whatever it's called, at TalkSport. Dan got it. Dan got it with, I think 2 or 3 others. And now Dan works for TalkSport, putting together shit for the fight night shows. So he actually works with me on my Fight Night Extra show on Mondays. He works with Adam Cattrall, Gareth A. Davis, knows he's boxing. So, peace, Dan. Peace indeed. What's CRB saying? Where is he? What's he saying? Here's a good £20 bet. CRB, yeah. You gotta rate someone that just keeps the same fucking energy. Like, for CRB, I'm kidding, like, once AJ Fury gets announced, I've no doubt he will go missing and we will say, where is CRB? And we would have to put out his face on the back of a milk carton. He says here, here's a good £20 bet. Bet AJ Fury won't happen. Same energy, and I respect that, for a year. The same energy for 1 whole year. God damn. All right, we're in round number 6 of this one. It's moving. Time's moving. This is a good question from Chris Hazeldine. Says, why does no one talk about Josh Taylor? I do not know. I was talking about him to, who was I talking it with? Tom Gray. I'm dropping names all over the place today. Tom Gray, managing editor of The Ring magazine. Me and him were talking about Josh Taylor. And he was like, Josh Taylor is the best fighter over here. Best fighter in the UK. So better than Billy Joe, better than Tyson Fury, better than AJ, best fighter in the UK. No one talks about him. I don't understand why. Well, I do. It's not with Matchroom. And that's the way we are right now in this country, unfortunately. If you're not with Matchroom, no, who wants to know? But look, let's see what he can do against Ramirez. That's such a good fight. And again, that's all the marbles, all the marbles, and no one's talking about that fight. Christopher Klaus says, movie time. Christopher, give it 10 minutes and we're going to talk movies. We'll talk movies. But there's quite a bit of boxing to talk about, Chris. Quite a bit of boxing to talk about. Just looking at the fight very quickly, peeps. What round? Round number 6. I don't even know who's winning this fight, by the way. I've never heard of Gongora before. He's the champion. Never really heard of him. I have to watch a bit more of his fights. D. Lee says, Addy, Chisora or Parker? Parker. I think Parker's going to be a bit more aggressive with Andy Lee. So I'm expecting him to start fast. But it's a good fight, innit? It's a good fight. Chisora, man. Chisora is a fucking dog of a fighter, isn't he? I mean, he just loses and just comes back. And loses and then bounces back. Here's the complete opposite of what boxing is today, where if someone loses a couple, they're done. Chisora has, what's he got, 10, 11 defeats. He's fucking headlining a pay-per-view. I don't know. He's coming off. Chisora's coming off a defeat, right? Parker stunk the place out against Junior Afar in New Zealand. We done the live stream. You guys were here with me. They're headlining the pay-per-view. Don't know. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. What is this? Davey D says, Ade, what's up, mate? Love your channel. Shame it took me so long to find it. Big up to everyone. That's the kind of message I need to keep me going. Appreciate that one, Davey D. Honestly, really appreciate that. Mark Bailey says, what about Prograis? I know nothing about his fight. Same here. Can't lie to you. I don't know anything about Prograis' fight. Like, 1 second. Who is Prograis even fighting? This is embarrassing. I should know this, but I've not been on it at all. Because all I've seen from Prograis has been talking about fight. Oh, Red Catch. Oh, hello. I'm watching that. I'm watching that. I am watching that fight. What we got here? The Mauler says, Big Ade, off topic, but could you talk about how poorly managed Beterbiev's career has been? Yeah, it's not been great, is it? It's not been great. Well, you know what it is, though? He did get the fight against Vosdik. That was a big fight, right? I mean, champion versus champion. He came off the back of some of the bigger or the more known champions kind of fading. So Hopkins went, Andre Ward went, Kovalev faded. So he missed that. He missed that chunk. And he's got the new guys that just don't have the same name value. Like, we keep thinking of Beterbiev, and let's be honest, the only name we want to see him fight is Bivol. There are just no names in the division. And in order to be a star of the division, I still think you need a couple of dance partners. There's just no dance partners for him. That's his biggest problem. There's no dance partners, and that's why some people were begging for Canelo to fucking go or stay at 175 and fight him. I mean, we saw Joe Smith the other day. He would murder Joe Smith. I love Joe Smith, right? Blue collar fighter. He'll get murdered, and I think he'll beat Bivol as well. So what's there for him right now? What's there for him? And in Hamilton, Super Chat says, I'm interested as to who gets the UK broadcast for Taylor versus Ramirez. You suspect BT, but wouldn't be surprised if Sky suddenly got it. I don't think Sky are going to bid for it, just because Sky have a lot of pay-per-view events coming up, one, and they've got quite a few Saturday night fight cards coming up as well. So I don't think Sky are going to go for it. I do think it, I wouldn't be shocked, if, it's a bit late, but I wouldn't be shocked if Channel 5 get it. Remember, Josh Taylor was on, he was in the studio, wasn't he, with Big Daddy Bunce and Jeanette Quatchi for the Carl Frampton fight card. So I wouldn't be shocked if there's something going on there. I was surprised to see him there in that studio for Channel 5. So I wouldn't be shocked if something's already happening. We'll go here. David Jones asked a very tough question that I probably will answer tomorrow. Adi, in your opinion, who's the top 10 gatekeeper in each weight division? That's a good video. That really is just a good standalone video. Gongora, by the way, is walking down this kid. I think that's round number 7 that's just come to an end. There's not even been a knockdown in this fight, has there? Good question here. From Christopher Klaus. Not a statement more than a question. Hated Del Boy in 2010. Love him now. I think everyone loves. You can't dislike Chisora as far as I'm concerned. You can't. What else we got here? I think, what's this one? Rant from Jake Jansen says, Paul is fighting a guy who has 2 UFC fights, got smashed in both. He's a wrestler, so why media going on like he's fighting a legend? He's a former Bellator champion. You're right about this, by the way, but he's a fighter, first and foremost. So he's actually a real fighter that can have a fight. And I look, last time out, let's be honest, okay, we've gone from Nate Robinson, who was a basketball player, never had a fight in his life, really, against an actual fucking guy that's been in the UFC, Bellator, wrestled, for America. So at least he's fighting someone that actually is a fighter. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not high on Ben Askren. I think Ben Askren's got the worst boxing ability of any UFC fight I've ever seen in my life. But at least he's fighting someone that can fight. He had 3 fights in the UFC, by the way, as well. Won 1 and lost 2. So not a good record. But before going into the UFC, he was unbeaten. I think he was like 20-0. So he can scrap Ben Askren. He really can. Funky Ben Askren, they call him. AMC 8 says Josh Taylor left the top trainer to go to an MTV trainer because, well, no, there might have been more reasons than that. Him leaving Shane. Look, Shane's a top trainer for me. So, look, I think Shane's one of the best, if not the best trainer in this country. So, yeah, it's a bit of a strange decision, but there might have been a bit more to it than that. It could have been, I don't know who was managing him at the time. Was Barry managing him as well as his son training him? If there was, he could have just left because of the similar Frampton situation. Who knows? This is it. See, this is it about Ben Askren. Kian Nije says he beat Robbie Lawler as well. And if you go back and watch that fight, I don't know if you guys can watch it. You can leave me for 5 minutes. Go and watch the fight. Robbie Lawler hits this man with everything and in 4-ounce gloves. And he still somehow stays on his feet. Then when it gets to the ground, which he can't do tonight, was able to get the victory, although a bit early, I think, the stoppage. But he can take a punch. I just don't think he can punch. By the way, I think that in my commentary that I've got here on DAZN, okay, we've got a stand and 8 count in this. No, the ref's count. He's out. Is he out? Is he going to get up? This is Pearson, by the way. He's out. Fight's over. What's happened? I don't even know what happened, by the way. Fight's over. But, his eye. We can't see out of his eye. He's basically got exactly the same eye that Ebony Bridges had, which even goes even more to say, when we talk about female boxing, she carried on. He stopped basically, and he's basically pointing to his eye saying his eye is done, and his eye does look bad. Looks really bad. So that fight's over, guys. So we are 17 past there. We're about 20 minutes until the main event. That eye looks nasty, though. In this time, by the way, yeah, what I was saying is, I'm looking at his eye again. I mean, I don't know. I need to watch that fight properly. His eye is bad, but it's not that bad. Dave Watson said, is that Tony Bellew commentating? No, it's Paul Smith. Paul Smith's commentating. I think we're Rawlin, I think. But it's definitely Paul Smith. What we got here? Dan Kane says, can we deep the fact that fighters like Prograis and Billy Joe Saunders have been fighting on YouTube undercards? Just doesn't make sense to me, really. Boy, it's crazy. Like, honestly, it's crazy. But again, it all comes down to money, their own popularity. Like, as much as I diss Jake Paul, the way in which Jake Paul has promoted himself is crazy. It's crazy. And he's dedicated himself to the sport as well. But the fact is, boxers, everything in boxing comes down to viewership, bums on seats, pay-per-view, sign-ups, whatever. Boxers can't compete with these guys that have 50 to 60 million social media followers. They can't. Unless you're an AJ who has similar numbers, right? You can't compete with them. They're going to get so many people to tune in. It's crazy. That's why someone like Ryan Garcia that's why I always, when people ask me about who could be the next pay-per-view king, I always say Ryan Garcia, if he can box. He clearly can box now. He will be the new pay-per-view star because he's got that following. Will that following automatically turn over to become boxing stars? Not all of it, but the majority of it will. I need to see a bit more of this Gongora, by the way. In what I was watching, he looked pretty good, by the way. His hands look really good. Looks quite big at super middle as well. Could be one for the future. Remember, he's the IBO champion. How far away is he from challenging some of the big boys in the division? We'll see. We'll see. Luca Basso says, random question, but what's happened to Gassiev? Was supposed to fight, I believe, a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if he had an injury. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a good point here from Big Matthews. Check out the YouTube channel Believe in Bruce. He's a psychologist and shows you the body language on fighters. He's done them on Fury and Jake Paul. Yeah, check it out. You might know about it already. I think he's already got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. He only started a few months ago. Really, really is a good video. And it really breaks down the body language of some fighters. You can tell when some fighters just putting on pure acts and when some are about that life. Like Nigel Benn, about that life. Mike Tyson, about that life. Others, storytellers. Story bloody tellers. Tony Booty says, nice payday for Prograis, can't turn it down. No, of course he can't. And decent fight. Red Catch is going to give him rounds. Obviously, Prograis wants either the winner of Taylor Ramirez, might get it. Doubt he'll get it, but we'll see. Or he wants Broner. He's been calling out for Broner a lot. But you never know. Like Gervonta Davis is now at 140. I think Prograis a bit too big for Gervonta Davis, but we'll see. We'll see. Billy Bob Joe says, Okoli versus Bradis. Who wins? Bradis right now. Bradis. D. Lee says, Hearn says Leon's next fight will be in America. Who do you think it will be? Trevor Bryan. That's who I think it will be. I think they're going to go Trevor Bryan route. Trevor Bryan, unbeaten. What has he got? Was he the regular WBA champ or something? Interim WBA champ. So I think they're going to go there. Won't be shocked. What was that question? Curtis Harvey says, I don't get how Regis is so good. Looks basic, but beats most guys. He's powerful, and he's a 6, 7 out of 10 at everything. That's what it is. You know, you get some fighters that are a 10 at power. Like Wilder's a 10 at power. But what other attributes would you say Wilder's a 10 at? None. You know what I mean? Prograis is a 7 at absolutely everything. Head movement, 7. Feet, 7. Speed, 7. IQ, 7. Engine, 7. 7, 7. And that's enough. And that's why he gets it. Prograis might not really ever beat the elite of the elite because there maybe isn't a 9 or a 10 in that arsenal. But a 7, 7 will make sure that he's always in contention with world title fights, always puts himself in good title fights. But maybe he lacks or a 9 or a 10 to get him to the really top. Might do it, but that's my opinion on Prograis. Ray Theology says he's a 10 at excuses. Michael Thompson says it as well. You punks. Andrew Hope says, now it's all calmed down post Conor Benn's fight. What's next for him? Sean Porter rightly laughed it off. Yeah, I laughed it off as well. Sean Porter. I wouldn't be shocked if he has a Brit fight with a Mickinson who beat Chris Kongo. That wouldn't shock me. Jenkins. I mean, there's those. He might have a Brit fight. And the thing for Conor is that he wants obviously to jump straight in now to a big one, right? Because you could argue that Mickinson is a bit below Samuel Vargas. But look, if you can't get some of those big names in America, right? You've got to pay them to come over. What are they coming over for? They've got to get paid. Maybe you have a Brit fight. No rush. Have a Brit fight, get some rounds, and then we'll wait until sort of October, November, December. No rush. The fact is, look, he had a fight for 81 seconds or whatever it was. He's fresh to go again. I know he wants to take time off, and obviously, he's had a kid. He wants to stay at home a bit, but he should be good to turn around July. Put him on the AJ Fury undercard. All right, guys, we're, I think, not too far away from the main event. Thank you so everyone for joining in the live stream. Smash the like button if you can, people. I think around 500 of you in the stream, which is crazy again. Smash the like button if you can. Remember, we are doing the Sunday session tomorrow, start 8 o'clock for an hour. As you always, talk about the fights. We'll talk about Ben Askren, Jake Paul. We'll talk about what happened on the MTK card. the usual movie chat. You know, we do our usual movie chat. Emma Nicholson says Mickinson beats Benn. Nah. You know what I like? You know what the thing about Mickinson, yeah? Mickenson's only got 2 KOs, and I think he's 21 fights. When you don't have the power, like he clearly doesn't, right? I mean, his record says he doesn't. You have to then work on absolutely everything. So Mickenson's probably a much better boxer than Conor Benn is now. So it could be a little tricky fight. Could be a good fight. What's this? Jake Jansen says Khan beats Benn. Does Khan beat Benn? Possibly. That's a tough one, you know. I still don't know if that's... I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Paver says Mickinson has no power but got 3 KOs in his last 3 fights. No, he didn't. He went the distance with Congo. So definitely that's not right, Paver. That's not right at all. The signature super chat here says movie recommendation. Nobody with Bob Odenkirk. Never heard of that. Never heard of that. I like that when I get a film that I was watching. There's a I'm gonna have to get it on my phone quickly. There was a movie I was watching on. Let me get it on the phone. On Netflix the other day. I think it's a Korean movie. I love those kind of Korean gangster movies. I love them. I was watching it and it's called, what was it? Where is it? Night in Paradise. Give that a watch. Really good. Will surprise you a bit. Really enjoyed that. Like Netflix is one of those things where there is everything and there's nothing. That's the way I look at Netflix. Has everything and has nothing. But I enjoyed that a lot. So give that a watch, people, if you are bored and have nothing to watch. Night in Paradise. Andrew Hope says the Zone's production needs to step up, especially if Matchroom are leaving Sky Sports. Yeah. Remember though, yeah, they do. But they're new. They're babies in this. Babies. I mean, we forget how Sky Sports looked a few years ago. They are babies. I think they'll get better. They'll get a lot better. Andrew Hope said Old Boyd. Eddie's mic's not working. Oh God. Jeez, is it not working? I'm not even listening. Oh my God, people are telling me the sound has gone on the Zone. Oh God. This is embarrassing. Is it really not working? I want to turn mine up quickly. Oh my God, there is no sound. That's horrendous. How have they fucked that up? God, I need to post in my mic. Get the Shaw mic out, boy. That's in. How's no one seen that? Like, trust me, guys. I know what's going on behind the scenes. And that's incredible. I feel sorry because someone's in big trouble. Someone's in big trouble. So people are saying that theirs are working. Some of you people that got the illegal stream, they're saying it's working. So all the illegal stream guys, yours is working. Base the Kid says he's listening to the US stream. That's working. See, it happens. You pay your money, you pay a couple of quid and you can't even get good production. Farah Hassan says, Ade, second time I'm watching your watch along. Eddie getting muted says Eddie Heyman. Soloria says, Ade, can you lend them your mic? Well, a lot of you don't even like my new mic. I think my new mic's amazing, by the way. Honestly, I think the sound of this is really, really good. I still can't believe there's no sound. Is there really no sound still? Oh my God, there's no sound. I've turned my volume up. There's no sound. That's incredible. That's incredible. Oh, really? Billy Bob Joe says Conway versus Sissoko announced for Canelo card. Like it. A lot of you now moving over to the American stream. You illegally stream naughties. Zakira Khan says, Ade, give them your chair and mic. I was actually asked to do something on this chair for a boxing channel. I'll let you guys know who that is tomorrow. I was like, you want me to bring my boxing chair to where? And do what exactly? I was like, I don't think so. All right, guys, predictions. We're about 10 minutes away from this one. 512 views. Smash that like button. Let me get predictions for this fight. Jake Jansen said it's only $1.99. Why the hell are people live streaming? I don't know, man. And the thing is, yeah, it's $1.99 for the month. Look, everyone's financial situation is different, but it's $1.99 for the month, not $1.99 for the fight. You get a lot in a month on DAZN. You get a hell of a lot. So if you think about now, if you pay for this now, you're gonna get you'll get the Devin Haney fight, you'll get the Canelo Billy Joe Saunders fight, and you get this all for $1.99. I'm sorry. You can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. All right, let's get some predictions in. Curtis Harvey says, Andrade by boring decision. Oh, we got it. CRB says, damn, my stream has Eddie speaking in Spanish. I wonder why Eddie was muted. Eddie was muted for a reason, by the way. That wasn't a mistake. I do wonder why that was. Will Dogan says, Williams to cause an upset. Adil Shakut says, Andrade is going to make a statement. Luca Basso says, Andrade. Matthew D'Souza, Andrade by points. Liam by KO round, says Christopher Klaus, but no round predicted there. Rafael Farouk says Andrade, unanimous decision. Andrew Hope says Boo Boo in 7. Amanda, this is a random one. Williams to win by cut. Will Dogan says he thinks Andrade by points. Andrade in 6. Dave Watson says, none of you have a clue how it plays out. We don't, which is why we're watching. Ain't no one got a clue. This is boxing. No one ain't got a clue. Oh, wait. Here we go. Base the Kid says, Eddie was muted because Eddie was doing USA exclusive interview for international DAZN users. That makes sense, yeah? But they should have said that. There should have been some sort of statement underneath as to why that's going on. And there was nothing, which is, again, that goes back to the production. All they need is a bit of text there saying Eddie's doing something. You can't just mute someone like that. That's crazy. Especially for us, like, UK viewers. We want to hear from our UK promoter and you're muting it. It's crazy. Malnourished Matty says, Andrade was meant to make a statement for the past 3 years. Why would he now? I think because he's now 33. And that might, that's not, he needs to go now. Like, he needs to go now. He needs to make a big statement right now. It's too late. A few of you are going Williams, to be fair. A lot of people are going Williams. Jamie Jones says, any good sites I can view the fight? Sorry, James. None, mate. You're going to have to watch this mug and listen to my commentary. Jake Jansen says, Jorge versus Usman. Yeah, Jorge Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman 2 is next week, people. UFC 263 or 64, I believe. Dana White, take a bow. Take a bow indeed. Take a bow indeed. Does anyone know, was there drug testing in this fight? I didn't see anything like a VADA announcement. Does anyone know there was VADA testing for this fight? I'm guessing there was, but I'm not quite sure. Dave Watson says, Williams looks juiced up. Does he? I don't think he does. It's funny when people say that because I see people in the gym every day that look like this. Maybe they're juiced up. But I don't think he looks any. I just think like if you work and eat well, you're gonna look like that, no? I don't know. Maybe I'm just. Michael Thompson says, Ade, you doing the outdoor shows again with that Cockney geezer? Possibly. I didn't think about that, right? Taking the green chair on tour? Possibly. It's a good shout. Curtis Harvey said they should allow roids for recovery. Tony Knox says Ingle plus boxer equals juice. Michael Page says war. Let's see what Liam Williams can do, man. I'm very excited for this fight, by the way. Very. Michael Thompson says they were really, really good. They were right with that Cockney geezer, as you like to put it. Okay, W. Thornton says both fighters VADA listed on BoxRec. But I think there's VADA listed, which is almost like your random testing. But I'm talking about in the lead up to this, like proper testing. I'm not quite sure. The signature says, does UFC generate more stars than boxing? That's a good question. I'd say no. I think boxing generates a few more stars than UFC. I think it really does. I think there's about 8 or 9 stars in the UFC. Remember, we say UFC, remember it's MMA versus boxing as opposed to UFC, which is just the organization. There is still Bellator that has its own stars and ONE FC, which got a couple as well. But if you're talking just UFC versus boxing, boxing generates more stars, I think. Stuart Gash says, how can we donate to Ade? It's not letting me. You don't need to, Stuart. Just watch along, my man. Just watch along. Joe Joyce, not the Joe Joyce, by the way. He says, Wilder White, who wins in your opinion? Wilder. I've said this for a while. I think Wilder would KO White. I mean, I like Dillian White and, not being patriotic, but I would like the Brit to win. But yeah, I don't see how Wilder just doesn't KO him. Come on, man. They've got Liam Williams in the locker room. I thought you'd be bloody walking to the ring by now. What's the time? 25 to 11. Adil Shakut says, Ade, I've heard from someone that trains in the Ingle gym that Galahad still juices. What do you think? Look, 90. I think majority of boxers take stuff. I'm sorry to upset anyone that might not think that, but I think the majority of boxers take stuff. I mean, fucking cyclists take stuff. You know what I mean? Tennis stars take stuff. Golfers take stuff. Why would I think that people that are going in there to kick the shit out of each other ain't going to fucking try and get some sort of jump on each other? I think most boxers do. Like, I'm not that I'm not upset about hearing guys take steroids. I am, but it's not even a thing for me anymore because I think most of them do it, if I'm honest with you. Indigo Lizard King says, do you agree with Tyson that if he loses to AJ isn't number one as he hasn't faced what? Oh, nonsense. If AJ beats what Fury, he's clearly number one. Don't listen to what Fury says. Rob Clash says White takes him out in 3 or 4 rounds. For me, he's just too busy for Wilder. Doubt that very, very much. Apart from like Povetkin, who does White take out early like that? I mean, unless you're going to mention Lucas Brown. Don't. If anyone takes out anyone early, it's Wilder. And not only that, but you know what, White. If you look at Wilder's KOs, yeah, he can knock a lot of people out on the back foot. Like Wilder under pressure just swings for the fences, and White's going to put him under pressure. And that's when White is reckless. When White puts his fighters under pressure, it's not controlled, it's not neat, it's very reckless, and that's when he gets caught. So I doubt that, man. I doubt that. Wilder's a broken man, says Ben Thompson. maybe, right? He's gone very, very quiet. It's weird though. Like, he's gone very, very quiet, yeah. And it's like he's probably thinking, I'm just living my life. I've got my beautiful wife. I've got my kids. What's the problem, everyone? I've got some good money in the bank. Not everyone needs to be on social media. Like social media is not real. It's fake. You know what I mean? Like Instagram, fake. Twitter, fake. And he's probably thinking, I don't need to do anything. Like, what do you want me to do? Maybe he should be doing a couple of interviews, but I'm not joking. Maybe it's just a case of he's thinking, I am cool right now. You know, I came into this boxing game late. I became world champion. I defended the belt a few times. I made some real good money. I'm cool. Everyone else is like, where am I? Where am I? I'm all right. I'm all right. Demetrius Andrade walking to the ring with the war hat. I love those war hats. Where do you get them from? Anyone know where you get those war hats from? Like, is there a site that sells them? Love those war hats. Magic Mastermind says Wilder was all over social media before he got beat. Yeah, and sometimes a humbling will do that to you. Sometimes you get your ass humbled, it will make you reevaluate your whole life. And maybe he's thought, don't need that shit anymore. Don't need that shit. Demetrius Andrade 6'1". That is very tall for a middleweight. Was very tall. That's what I'm trying to say. He was 154 pounds. That was very tall for a light middle. Came in 159.4. Liam Williams came 160 on the buzzer. My car from 87 says thoughts on AJ testosterone exemptions. No thoughts on it. Because I need to understand it a bit more. And honestly, I have no thoughts on it. Someone actually asked this question to Spencer the other day, Spencer Fearon. And he was kind of like, well, I'm saying, like, doesn't know enough about it. And trust me, if I know a bit more about it, I'm going to read up on it and understand what it's about. And then I will definitely have my thoughts on it. But honestly, most of it, I don't know. Brian Cameron says, hey, Ade, how do you feel about the announcement of Tank versus Mario Barrios at 140? Love it. Love it. Quick one. So David Diamante doesn't do the DAZN announcements, does he? Doesn't seem to do them anyway. Does he only do Matchroom cards? Does anyone know that? Because I thought he would be doing the ring announcing here. Liam Williams just coming to the ring, peeps. Michael Thompson says, this is a huge night for Williams. This is no small task in front of him. No, it isn't. This is big. Peace Love says, Andrade nowhere near 6'1". He certainly is. I've met Andrade, and I'm 5'11". He's taller than me. Tell you that now. Taller than me. I've met Liam Williams as well. Liam Williams is a bit shorter than 5'10". Yeah, actually, he was a bit shorter than me, so might be 5'10". 5'9", I'll put Liam Williams at, but Andrade was taller than me. Oh yeah. What? My car from 87 says Diamante isn't a good announcer. He's a very good announcer. I mean, after watching that horrendous thing in Dubai with that announcer, he was shocking. Anyone's a good announcer, mate. Where? Darren Price says the title's coming back to the Ronda Valleys. Demetrius Andrade making his way to the ring now, people. We are in for a fight, boy. This could be something a bit naughty and special, this one. It's almost gone under the radar. Like when you see the fight schedule, not many people were talking about Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Williams, right? Like, I don't think this has got the buzz in America at all. Zero. We're excited for it over here. But I think Americans are like, oh, he's fighting another European, another washed European who's lost twice. And those twice is to Liam Smith. And, you know, they'll do it and think, oh, we remember when Liam Smith fought Canelo. And like, nah, he's nothing. But I think he's improved a lot since then. Adam Jones says 12-round ball fest. Mark my words. I don't know about that. I think Billy Joe Saunders versus Andrade would have been a ball fest. I don't think this will be. Just because I think Liam Williams won't allow it to be a ball fest. Nice tribute as well, it looks like, to DMX. I've turned my volume down. I was going to put my headphones in. Should I put my headphones in very quickly so I can hear? No, we'll leave it. They're over there. They're just over there, you know. But I can't be asked. Stephen Toll says, how long? How long for what, Stephen? What's the question, my man? Nathan Turville says, Addy, highly recommend you watch the Luke Thomas Jimmy Flick interview. Heartbreaking stuff. Yeah, I will watch it. I haven't watched the Luke Thomas. I used to religiously watch his stuff on his channel, which is very, very good. I've stopped for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, look at that. Jeez, Liam Williams is going straight for Andrade. Like, as Andrade has walked into the ring, he's just literally circling the ring, you know, like fighters do, where they go to the corners, and Andrade is really circling him. Interesting. Very interesting. KSI says, hey, let's go, Andrade. Let's go. I am, forget my British patriotic shit. I want Andrade to win this one. I'm a bigger Andrade fan than I am a Williams fan. I'll tell you that now. Andrew Hope says, love the channel, Ade. Recommend to all my boxing fan mates. Salute you, my man. Salute you. Mark Eberlin says, Williams is fired up, boy. He is. Williams is going to go for him from the first round. Going to go for him from the first round. Dan Kane says, I'm all for Andrade. Me too. Me too, my man. I like Andrade. Can't lie to you. Gladiator Fighting Talk says, seems like there was a black bias after all. No black bias. Just like Andrade, more than like Williams. No black bias at all. You know how many people, you know how many black fighters Golovkin's fucked up? and I've gone for Golovkin. No black bias, my man. Jake Dixon says, can you shout out Lewis having a gambling addiction? Lewis, stop it. Not even a shout out. Stop your fucking gambling. Why is Dominic Ingalls so jacked? Who's that in the corner? What Warren is that? Is that George Warren? What? Francis. That's Francis, isn't it? Francis Warren's there. Why is Frank not there? Stuart Gash says, Addy, do you think Daniel Kinahan has anything to do with Fury's cheating allegations? What cheating allegations? What do you mean? Zakira Khan says, Addy, was that the real KSI? Yeah, I know KSI. But that was not the real KSI. That's a joke, by the way. Dad Destroyer says, how do people have the balls to bring in race to boxing? I do not know. Like, it's one of the sports where, for me, it's just like, race in boxing? Come on, man. No. Tim Adams says, only way to watch the fight is live with Ade. Yeah, damn right it is, my man. Guys, what we're going to do, I'm going to hide the chat during the rounds just because I think I'm 20 or 30 seconds behind you. And I don't want to know what happens just in case you type or someone types it in, if that's okay. So I'll hide the stream. We'll come back during each round. So you can still type and I'll read a lot of it after each round. Just that I don't want to... You know what I will say, though? I'd love to know what these both are wearing. Weighing right now. Williams looks really thick. I'd say Williams is probably around 174. Andrade, a bit lighter, 172, 173. All right, guys, here we go. First round, WBO middleweight title fight. Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Williams. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. Round one. All right. Let's see how this one plays out. Remember, Andrade southpaw. Starts off with a body jab. A lot of movement. Oh, lands a nice straight 1-2 there on Williams. Williams took those shots quite well, but did land a nice straight 1-2. Williams, walking him down, very crude, like doesn't know how to cut off the ring, I don't think, as well as a lot of elite level fighters. Williams getting caught, by the way. Andrade landed a couple big shots as well. Andrade isn't known as a puncher, so he's got to be careful, but he's landed a couple of... Andrade is going for a statement here. Andrade has hurt Williams, and he thinks he can get rid of Williams early here. Got to be careful he doesn't get caught. Williams trying to hold on. Williams is hurt. We're literally 40 seconds into the very first round. Williams is hurt. Nice little straight left down the pipe from Williams. Sorry, Andrade. Andrade going for big bombs early. Got to be careful. Stopping Williams will be a statement. When we spoke about a statement needed, stopping Williams will be a statement. And Williams looks like a deer in headlights right now. Like, shit, I didn't expect this. Andrade not using a jab at all, just going for pure power punches. Covers up well, though, as Williams throws his own, covers up well. Williams just walking him down in straight lines. He's got to come in at angles, got a bit more head movement. Nice uppercut from Andrade. He really throws this beautiful corkscrew right uppercut. He's not even throwing his jab. It was big left hands all the time from Andrade here. What he is throwing with his right is that corkscrew. He's not even throwing the right as a jab. But honestly, this is a big round for Andrade. Williams still walking him down, though. One thing Williams is, though, is tough. Referee's got to have a word of Williams there. Elbow. Williams kind of with the shoulder. Referee looks at him like, look, do it again. You're going to get a point taken away. He knew what he was doing there. Naughty. Nice body shot from Williams. Good body shot. Last minute of round number one. Definitely an Andrade round. Started really fast. There was a point in the first round where I think Andrade thought he could get Williams out of there. And Williams was definitely hurt, but Williams is one thing, and that's bloody tough. It's going to take a bit more than that to get him out there. And Andrade isn't considered a puncher. But very good first round from Andrade. Very good first round from Williams as well. He's landed a couple of good body shots. And what he is doing now, very high guard as well. Good jab from Williams. Williams has got a very high guard. Andrade's got to look to go to the body a bit. Good jab from Andrade. Andrade's got such good movement. Sometimes I think he overdoes it with his movement, but really good movement. And when he does get in close, he holds, he smothers, he knows what he's doing. Experience. This is a guy that's been in world title fights. This is a guy that was a good amateur as well. Let's not forget world championship, I think gold medalist as an amateur. So referee got to get out of the way there. Very erratic there from Andrade. Big uppercuts, missed. Williams landed a couple of big shots. Fired up Williams as well. End of that round. What is people saying? What is everyone saying? Amanda L says levels. Kian Nisha says levels. Lewis Price says Andrade loving that lead uppercut. Curtis Harvey says Andrade is spamming the uppercut. If Williams has any talent, he can time it. Agreed. Good point. W. Thornton says Williams looks clueless against a southpaw. Michael Thompson said Williams finished well. Yeah, I think the first round, he was like, what's this? Finished well, landed a couple of good body shots as well. Saeed Hashimi says Andrade pummeled him. He did. I don't know. Rob Clash says Williams in the fifth. Ooh, interesting. Andrade schooling the man, says Lee Jones. Bunyan 86 says, loving the channel, Eddie. Tuning in for all the watch-alongs. Cheers, my man. All right, round two. We go, guys. Round number two. Now Andrade going to the body a bit. Andrade just having a look here. Williams really walking him down. But... and Andrade's very smart. Smothers... In what he does there, he smothers, puts his hand up and says, ref, look, no, he's holding me, let's break it up. I wonder if those shots in the first round have taken a bit of gas out of Andrade a little bit, because he never starts that fast. He's not a fast starter like that. It's almost like he wanted to hurt Williams. Williams is very aggressive here now. Andrade's going to have to really kind of go through the gears quickly here in terms of boxing ability, because Williams is smothering him and talking to him as well as he gets close. Good straight left down the pipe from Andrade. That was good work. That's it. 4, 5, 6 punch combination. That's more like it. That straight left down the pipe is finding a home as well. That's what he needs to do. It's not going to be the single shots here. It's going to be combinations. He's almost got to like dazzle him a bit. Liam Williams looking a bit, I hate this term, European. Very upright, very basic jab. He's not yet an Ingle fighter. When you think of Ingle fighters, they're very, very fluid, aren't they? You think of all the Ingle fighters over the years, none of them fight like Liam Williams. None of them. But it's worked for him so far. Good body shot from Andrade. 1 minute 13 left of round number 2. Another Andrade round. I don't know what Andrade's doing here. This is one thing Andrade does get, is clumsy. He gets very, very clumsy and reckless in some of his work. Referee's having a word with both, like, come on, man, just fight, please, both of you. 57 seconds of round number 2. Do you think, and this is a bit silly here, you know, like when you get, you know, like obviously sometimes the ref will say time and the time is called off. But an instance like that, that's 5 seconds. Do you think they should add those to the clock? Liam Williams is such a dirty fighter, you know. Man just punched Andrade on the back. What's he trying to do? Oh, Williams down. Straight, nice 1-2. Williams down. He's going to get up, but beautiful 1-2 from Demetrius Andrade. What did I say? I said 20 seconds before that, he's found a home for that left down the pipe. Found a home for it. Let's see if we can finish Williams now. I don't think he can. 10 seconds left of round number 2. He's got. There's nothing. Not enough time. Just take the time off, Williams. Sorry, Andrade. Not enough time to get the stoppage here. Not enough time. Take it off. Big statement. Statement. Put him down. And Andrade isn't even a puncher. Man, loads of you. Amanda L says, respect instantly gained. I can't lie to you. In my head, I never had this as an early night's work. Never had this as an early night's work. Jeez, that's a statement. Let me see it straight on. Let me see it again. Jab, bang, straight down. Ooh, jeez. Tony Booty says, like I said, walks onto one. And like I said as well, Tony, he's coming in, and he's coming in straight lines. Liam Williams, there's nothing. And this is what I'm saying. He's so unlike a Dominic Ingle fighter. Like, nothing. Man, I said Andrade's in a different class to Williams, man, but we'll see. All right, guys, round number 3. Let's see if Williams can survive this round. Andrade's not the type of fighter to jump on him, but we'll see what he can do. Liam Williams coming out, same aggressive stance. You're thinking about, if I'm Williams, I'm just sitting behind my jab, but maybe this is just the way he needs to fight. This is what he needs to do, right? This is his style. He's not going to change his style now. But I think he's finding Andrade a bit better than maybe the tapes have shown, a bit stronger as well than the tapes have shown. Very tricky southpaw. What southpaw sparring are you going to get this good to mimic Andrade? He's very, very tricky. Good body shot from Andrade. Throw a left uppercut there from Andrade. Nice couple of jabs from Williams. Nice couple of jabs. Again, Demetrius Andrade, every time Williams gets in close, what does he do? Hold. Smart. Good body shot from Williams. Really good body shot there. I think Andrade felt that. Andrade's a messy fighter, you know. I like him. Very messy in his work as well, though. Nothing he does is clean. Like the uppercut, I think, is telegraphed. That's what personally what I think. I think a good fighter times him. His body jab's a bit obvious. He really leans down when he doesn't need to. This is a waste of a round for me from Andrade. Liam Williams was clearly hurt by that knockdown, and he's not jumped on him. I don't know. Like Andrade as well, he gets the knockdowns. You know, against Luke Keeler, got the knockdowns. Against Katundoko, gets the knockdowns. But then his fighters survive. Oh, big shot again from Andrade. Nice uppercut. Big right hand as well. Williams is definitely tired here, by the way. Williams is breathing heavily. Got a minute left of round number 3. This is the wrong place to get tired. But again, Williams still walking him down. Andrade just needs to time Williams coming in. Credit to Williams, by the way. He is throwing. Like, if Williams is going to go out, he's going to go out on his shield. I love this from him. 45 seconds. Williams walking him down, throwing a couple of jabs. Lands a couple of shots here, but Andrade takes a lot on the gloves. Nice jab though, sharp jab from Williams. Timed Andrade. Lands a couple of big shots there as well. Nice little 1-2. I think Andrade's feeling these punches as well, by the way, a bit. Good round from Williams. Williams might have stole this round, you know. I'd like to know what you guys are thinking in the chat. I'm going to open up the chat in a couple of seconds. I think Williams might have stole the round. This is a good comeback round from being knocked down. Very good comeback round. Testament to his fitness. I mean, they called him the machine for a reason, I guess. Andrade's messy, man. Andrade is such a messy fight. This is a Williams round. 100% Williams round. I'm not having it. What are you guys saying? The Lost Soul says Williams seems to be landing that jab over the top of Andrade's a bit. Yeah. Williams round, says Billy Bob Joe. Yep, for me as well. Rowan Perry. Andrade is looking unfocused. Yeah, Andrade's just a weird fighter. Anthony Varner says spicing up. Yes, Ade. It's spicing up a bit, isn't it? I agree. Smash the like button, chaps, if you can. Cy H in the house. What's up, Cy? Jordan Sue says that was not a Williams round. I thought it was. I thought it was, personally. Daniel Meyer says this is so sloppy. It is. Muzzy Moy says Andrade was hurt. I don't think he was hurt. Just the way in which he fights. He fights very messy. All right, let's go. Round number 4. First 2 rounds, Andrade. Let's not forget, Andrade got the knockdown in the second round. I've given round 3 to Williams. But obviously a knockdown, so the score is a bit wider than it should be if it was 2 rounds to 1. I think Andrade needs to kind of really sit on his shots a bit more again. He's frustrating to fight, you know. You know what it is as well? So as much as Andrade can't get the big fights, from a TV perspective, is he a fighter you want to tune in to watch? I don't know. I'm watching this and I'm thinking this is just messy. I mean, he needs to do better than this for me. Oh, nearly landed that 1-2 down the pipe again. Through a combination, Andrade, but just all air. Liam Williams missed, so was able to avoid all the shots. Liam Williams walking him down as well. What I haven't seen yet is Liam Williams land a clean punch. I want to see what Andrade's chin's like if he can take Williams' punches. Williams, all of a sudden, is a bit of a power puncher. Let's see. Nice jab from Williams, buddy. Williams is definitely starting to fucking put it on Andrade here a bit, you know. Now, look, I don't think he can do this for 12 rounds, but he's definitely put it on. Chris Mannix, by the way, is also given Liam Williams that 3rd round, so it's not just me. So right now, the scores are 29-27, Andrade in round number 4. Minute 30 of round number 4, peeps. Good jab from Andrade on the back foot. Nice couple of big power shots there from Liam Williams, all on the gloves, but still, they're still going to hurt. Again, Andrade telegraphing that big uppercut. Liam Williams just smothering him. Ref's going to have to do something about this fight. Because this is, like, just, I don't know. Maybe this is what Liam Williams wants. For someone that's considered a slick southpaw, I'm shocked that Andrade's getting into this type of fight. If I'm honest with you. I'm shocked. Like, when I think of him, I think of a slick southpaw, someone that's able to, you know, a bit more head movement, really good foot movement. I've not seen it. I have to be brutally honest, I've not seen it. 40 seconds left of round number 4. But look, maybe we give credit to Liam Williams and his aggression. But yeah, I want to see a bit more. Look, it's an Andrade round again. But just messy. Good body shot from Liam Williams there. Nice double jab from Liam Williams. I'll say it's Andrade round. Last 10 seconds. Whoever wins this last 10 seconds could win the round. But yeah, another Andrade round. But Nothing great in that. Christopher Klaus says 2-2. Nah, not for me. A lot of you said Williams round. What? Interesting. People saying Williams round. Tim Adden says might be a messy fight, but it's entertaining. 2-2. A few people, a lot of you are saying 2-2. Okay, interesting. What am I seeing? I thought it was Andrade round. Sean Fowler says Andrade 3-1. Jorge says it was a Williams round at a. Fuck me, a lot of you are saying 2-2. But all of you are Brits. Most of you are Brits watching this, let's be honest. Okay, Jorge says 2-2 and I'm American. 2-2 it is then. 2-2 it is. I'm shocked by that. 3-1. Adil Shakut says, Ade, how do you think Saunders would have done? Seeing this now, boy, I said it was a 50-50 fight between him and Demetrius Andrade. Watching this now, yeah, maybe I'll still stick with 50-50. Nice big body shot again. You know, Andrade slaps a bit. He's got a bit of a Calzaghe about him. You know, Calzaghe used to kind of fight like that. Even James DeGale used to fight like that. He doesn't seem to like he's turn his fist in for me. Who am I? I'm fucking Ade on the green chair telling a boxer like Andrade how we should fight. Andrade's going to win this on points, by the way, and I don't know if that makes a statement. Oh, nice right hand from Liam Williams. Nice left as well. More on the back of Andrade's head. Kind of messed up with his balance a little bit. Andrade's got better head movement when he's on the back foot, but just needs to see a bit more, man. Especially again, nice, tries to throw the uppercut. Liam Williams says, come on, bring it on. Imagine being in a fight with someone, you're landing good shots, like you're landing big shots, and they're saying, come on. That is scary shit, man. Referee breaks him up again. Nothing really. Oh, nice little right there. A little short cuffing right from Liam Williams. Andrade having a look. Liam Williams landing a double jab. Hit air, to be honest with you. Andrade landed a nice hook. Tried to finish it off. Right hook, by the way. Tried to finish it off with an uppercut. Missed the uppercut. Then went to the left of the body. Liam Williams with a couple of big shots as well. 1-2 missing. Double jab missing. On the gloves from Andrade. No one really landing clean. You can probably hear what I'm saying. No one landing super clean here. He needs to disguise the uppercut a bit, Andrade. That right uppercut, landed it again now. I don't know. Maybe they've seen it as a weakness that Williams comes in with his head down or something, but it's so obvious that he's going to land it. Maybe switch up and this is why I talk about Povetkin's uppercut against Dillian Whyte being a thing of beauty that you didn't even notice it. It wasn't even loaded up. It was just beautiful. Messy, both of them in the ropes. That's Andrade's fault, really. It's just messy. The whole thing is just messy. Gosh. Last 13 seconds of round number 5. Think JK says, not everyday uppercut. No. Good jab on the back foot. Nice jab. 3 jabs in a row. 4 jabs. Tried the uppercut again, got caught. Oh, God. Andrade is messy. Is very messy. Oh, God. Base the Kid says 4-1 Andrade. Yeah, me too. Me too. Dave Watson says Andrade has a dangerous uppercut. Not for me. It's the most telegraphed uppercut I've seen in a long time. It's so telegraphed, it's incredible. But they have clearly seen a weakness with Liam because I've watched a lot of Boo Boo's fights and he never throws the uppercut as many times as he's thrown it now. He's thrown that right uppercut maybe 15, 20 times so far. And I don't know. They're showing how they both went into the ropes again. WWE stuff. Andrew Hope says, what happened to the 1-2 from Boo Boo? I don't know. I don't know, if I'm honest with you. Adil Shakut says, why do I feel like Andrade is doing this to bait fighters to fight him? It was funny because Eddie Hearn said in sort of pre-fight interview that maybe Andrade's got to look bad for one of these fighters to ask to fight him. But no, I don't think any boxer would do that, if I'm honest with you. Good question from James Hoskins says, is there a crowd in this one? Don't know. It looks like there's a few people there. I think there is. Not just a few, though. This Liam Williams performance is very strange. How many fights has Liam Williams been with Ingle for? Because, again, he fights unlike any Ingle fighter I've seen. Look, I get it, he's not going to change his style overnight, but yeah, I don't know. Liam Williams' right eye is starting to look a bit bust up here. I wonder if that's going to cause a problem so far. Okay, Alan says there are 1,100 fans there. Jeez. Okay, what's going on? Is he taking a point away from Boo Boo? I don't know what's going on. The referees have a word with him. I didn't see the reason why. What's going on here? His glove? I don't know what's happening. Okay, they're continuing. I don't know what that was about, by the way. All right, so we're in round number 6, minute 30 of round number 6. By the way, I've given every round apart from one to Andrade, and not because I actually want to. I'm just giving it to him because it's like he's doing a bit of the better work. I think he's landed the better punches. Liam Williams is aggressive. He is coming forward, but he hasn't really landed anything. Boo Boo kind of playing with him now, just showing him sort of looks and reads, avoiding. Almost like Boo Boo's taking this round off. Nice straight left from Boo Boo. Not as clean as the one that put Liam Williams down in the second, but nice left. He's almost just playing around with Williams now in terms of foot movement. He's actually giving him a bit of a boxing clinic here in the last minute. Oh, beautiful uppercut. That we didn't see. That hurt Liam Williams. Liam's on the back foot now. If Boo Boo can get aggressive here, that uppercut hurt Williams. Williams immediately went on the back foot. That uppercut landed. They've clearly seen a weakness in Williams. Landed the uppercut again. 30 seconds. If Boo Boo steps on the gas here, he can cause Williams problems all night. Nice straight left as well from Boo Boo. He's showing him levels here. Nice. Honestly, what's that? I don't know where this has come from Andrade, but he's landing at will here. Good work from Andrade. This is a good round from Andrade. It's almost like they went to the corner, and I don't know if his dad said, look, just fucking stop fucking about. Even plays and turns around there. Williams kind of goes down, but it's more of a slip. Great round from Boo Boo. What's everyone saying? What's everyone saying? Big Andrade round, says Saeed Hashimi. What we got? 4-2 Andrade now. I got 5-1. Joey Shelton says, step too far for Williams. He's never really been at world level. Yeah, he got completely outboxed in that round. Completely, like levels. C Goal says, Williams isn't making any adjustments to those uppercuts. He's not. He's like he's just absorbing them. Like, he's just doing that. He's like he's absorbing the uppercut rather than actually move around. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just too easy watching it here and saying these things, but he's not doing anything. Anthony Vander says, when Boo Boo boxes, it's great. He was acting real wild at early rounds. Agreed. It's almost like he just decided to like, all right, I'll show you then. That's what it seems like. Really good round that from Boo Boo. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. All right, here we are, round number 7. 5-1 for me, plus a knockdown for Andrade. So I've got this super wide right now. Again, knockdown in round 2. Andrade again going to the body. See what Andrade is doing is smart. So Liam Williams don't know what's going on because he's mixing. Like right now, the first 10 punches in that round was to the body, and then I'm guessing he's going to go up top very soon. We haven't seen much from Williams, in the last sort of round and a half. Again, aggressive, walking forward, but not much. Not much at all. Ref's going to have a word. I think Ref might have a word with Williams soon. He's using his head a couple of times as well. Williams is the kind of person you do want to not meet down a dark alley. He will do anything to win. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, nice right there from Williams. But Boo Boo kind of going off the ropes, and as Boo Boo went off the ropes, Liam Williams landed a nice right. Good triple jab there from Williams as well. Not much behind it, but good jab. They fall into the ropes. A minute 40 left. They still having words with each other. Referee breaks them up. It's like they've been talking to each other all night. Andrade tries to throw the uppercut. A bit telegraphed that one. Liam lands a couple of good shots himself. And a couple of 1-2s. Andrade having a look here. Williams, again, just throwing the jab out. Good work from Andrade, though. Not like 3-punch combination there, then moves away. Oh, got caught there, though, Andrade. I don't know what's on these punches that Williams is throwing. Doesn't look like he's got much pop in them anymore. 1 minute 16 of round number 7. Close round, this one. Closer. I think Andrade done the best work in the first minute. Liam Williams in the second minute. We're into the final minute now. I guess who can do the work here? And we'll see. Sid M says, Addy, when are you on TalkSport next? Tomorrow with Andy Cole. Doing a bit of build-up to the FA Cup semi-final, Leicester versus Southampton. Good little inside. What? Oh, good, nice body shot from Williams. Really good work. Really, really good work. Last 40 seconds, yeah. I don't know who's won this round. Who's win this round? Who has everyone got in this round? I have no idea what you got. Boo Boo is strange, man. After the work he did in the round before, it's almost like he can't consistently do it, I don't think, for the full 10 or 11 or 12 rounds, however long it takes. Don't know. I think he's hurt Williams again now. He's got aggressive in the last 20 seconds. Strange round. You might give that to Williams. I don't know. What's everyone got him? Christopher Klaus says Williams is a street fighter, yeah. Leon says, anyone want to pull out the UK man out yet or nah? Nah, not yet. No, he's fine. Curtis Harvey says, Andrade stole the round. Jay Hurst says, Andrade blowing. Yeah, it's like he's breathing heavily in the corner. You're going to. I mean, this is boxing. 7 rounds against a fighter that just won't stop coming forward. Like, you're not going to fight many fighters like Liam Williams, you know, that just keep coming forward. That must be so demoralizing. Blog Nature says, score, please. 5-2? 5-2? Is that fair? And people think I'm being fair here. Some people got 6-1 Andrade. I'm happy to say 5-2 Andrade. All right, here we go. Round number 8 of this 12-round fight. Demetrius Andrade, WBO middleweight champion, unbeaten, versus Wales' very own Liam Williams. 2 defeats on his resume. Those 2 coming at the hands of Liam Smith. Andrade going to the body again. Andrade probably thinking, why have you not stopped walking, Liam Williams? I've hit you to the body so many times, and you just keep on coming forward. Andrade on his, by the way, Mannix has it 68-64 Andrade. Fair, right? So he's done what I've done. He's given 2 rounds to Liam Williams. Yeah, fair. I think so. Liam Williams a lot more aggressive in this round. A minute gone. So Williams' round so far. Good uppercut again from Andrade. This time in left. He's been throwing the uppercut, but from the right. He tried to throw it from the left there. Again, a bit more disguised. Just trying to mix it up and show that, you know, he can throw the uppercut either side. Liam Williams saying, stand and fight me. He's actually saying, stand and fight. And Andrea's like, no, dude, this is boxing. I'm just going to outbox you. Why am I standing and fighting? One minute 30 of round number 12. Liam Williams, aggressive here, not landing much. Andrade on the back foot like he's been for the whole fight. Andrade really has only been on the front foot when he's landed a couple and jumped on Liam. But apart from that, he's been on the back foot throughout the fight. But look, he's winning the fight. It's up to Liam Williams to show. Nice little uppercut from Andrade. Off the ropes, quick uppercut, then sort of pivoted around Liam Williams. Really good work. That's what he's got in his locker. Good boxing ability like that. Last minute of round number 8. I don't know. I'm watching this, and as good as Andrade is, I'm thinking, have they not watched tape on Andrade? Andrade, this is what he does. He moves like this. Oh, nice little right hand though from Liam Williams. That might have been his best punch in the round, but then Andrade sort of fires back with a couple of his own as well. When Andrade sits on his punches and really bites on the gum shield, there's power there. Because every time he really bites on his gum shield, he actually stops and Liam Williams in his tracks. Stops him. Last 13 seconds, round number 8. Tough one. Tough one to score. Williams has no power. Staring each other down there, round number 8. Base the kid, 7-1 Andrade. Ooh, Base ain't giving thingy shit. I've got 6-2 Andrade. Williams not doing much. Rayon Khan 97 says, Williams looking like he's been thrown in the ring for the first time. What on earth is he doing? Pouring with his jab, getting hit with that windmill uppercut every other minute. It's called world level, my man. That's what it's called. It's called world level. We've got score-wise. Jorge 6-2. King Osei 6-2. W Candom got a bit closer, 5-3. Luca Basso says, not enjoying this fight at all. Nah, no, if I'm honest with you. I enjoy it when Andre steps up a gear, but I'm not enjoying it at all. I have to admit. Facto says, Kelbrook would smash Andrade. Obviously, you don't watch a lot of boxing, Facto. Ravel Evans says, levels. Vote NDL. What is this NDL? What's this? What's this NDL thing over the thing? 4 rounds to go of this one. Let's see if Liam Williams can do anything. Let's see if Demetrius Andrade is going to step on this to, again, make a statement, because he's going to be accused of running here. And that's not what he's doing, but that's what he's going to get accused of after, not standing and fighting. Liam Williams is right. Does look a bit busted up here, though. Nice uppercut from Andrade. Oh, nice right hand from Liam Williams. I just don't know if there's enough pop on it. You know what Andrade does very well? He rolls with the punches very, very well. So every time I'm thinking he's getting hit clean, he's actually not. He's rolling with the punches. Very smart boxer. I can see why people don't want to fight him. He's very tricky. Like you don't get a chance to land clean on him, it doesn't look like, for me. And that's probably what's frustrating Liam. Bit wild there from Andrade again. Tried to throw a really wild left hook. Oh, really just outboxing. So just got caught there, though, for the first time. You know what he's got to be careful of? He goes really low, Andrade, and it's like you're given a chance for an opponent to kind of really punch down on you, man. I feel like one day he's going to get knocked down because of how low he goes and given it. But like, really and truly, Liam Williams should be looking for the uppercut. That's what he should be looking for as well, how low Andrade goes. And another thing that Andrade does is he looks down on the floor. I don't know if that's to put his opponent off. Very strange boxer. Good shot. Best shot. Very, very good shot there from Liam Williams. Very good shot. Oh, referee's going to warn him about headbutt. I think the referee might warn him about headbutt there. It looks like he put his head in there. I don't know if Andrade was hurt there, by the way, because he was clearly holding on. Yeah, someone else in here, Jorge said Andrade hurt. Boo Boo hurt. Andrade's hurt, people were saying. I thought that as well. Like, he was holding on for dear life, it looked like. Look, he's even putting it. Andrade was hurt there. That is a Liam Williams round. He looks like he still is hurt. I need to see that punch again. Williams knows it as well. Williams round. So look, let's see if we can see it again at the end of the round. 25 seconds left here, round number 9. I think it was a straight right that got through. And he looked like he was, you know, the camera was the other way around, so the camera was behind him, so he couldn't really see. All I saw was him go to the ropes. But he looked like he was buzzed big time. And Williams really going through the gears now, trying to land. Really good body shots from Williams as well. Yeah, Andrade was hurt. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at it again. Oh, come on, show us that punch. Big deep breaths from Andrade. Let's have a look at this punch. Was that the one? Yeah, that was the one. It's strange. He was definitely hurt. It's like a delayed reaction. So he threw his jab. Williams threw a 1, 2. Delayed. Yeah, 100%. That wobbled him. That wobbled him big time. Jeez. I mean, if I'm with Andrade, I don't even know what to say about that. John Cahill says Andrade does not like a war. No, he doesn't. Andrade's nightmare will be someone like a Derevyanchenko. That would be a nightmare for him. But Andrade definitely hurt for the first time, I think, in this fight, round number 9. Clearly wobbled. And yeah, that's a Williams round by far. I mean, by far. If I'm Williams now, 3 rounds to just jump on him. Jump on him. Like, forget the jabs, just be crude and jump on him. Because Boo Boo clearly doesn't like when someone jumps on him. Doesn't like it. Interesting. From what I've seen in this fight so far, I don't like Andrade as a back foot fighter at all. I think Andrade's best work has come when he's on the front foot fighting. I don't like him as a back foot fighter at all. He's cumbersome. He's all over the place for me. He's almost like he's thinking too hard about what he needs to do. Very, very clumsy with his work. Just don't like it. Another big right hand there from Liam Williams. Jeez. 2 minutes to go in this round. So far, Liam Williams round again, people, for me. Obviously, a long way to go in the round, but I mean, Andrade's not liking this work, you know. Andrade hasn't really thrown much. Or good uppercut from Andrade there. And Liam Williams' legs just stopped. So he's got to be more aggressive. Nice body shot from Andrade. Liam Williams Andrade threw a left. Oh, I don't know. Look, this is clearly the way he fights, but this Andrade head thing going down, absolutely hate it. Andrade's decided just to kind of plant his feet now and throw a couple. He's thrown a couple of big lefts, nothing landed, but it's almost like his legs are so tired. He must waste so much energy the way he fights. Tries to throw that right uppercut, which has had some good success, but again, so obvious. I mean, you might as well write a fucking postcard, give it to Liam Williams and say, okay, in the 30 seconds in round number 10, I'm going to throw this big right uppercut. It's so telegraphed. 50 seconds left of round number 10. Who's won this round? Who's won this round, peeps? I'm not sure. Tell you now, though, the last 2 rounds are going to be interesting if Williams has got anything left in the gas tank. And Andrade getting caught again, by the way. I'm not joking, like, apart from moments, and we've had moments here from Andrade in this fight, I'm not super impressed, you know. I don't know what it is. Again, I'm a fan of his, but I'm not super impressed. All right, last 10 seconds here. Oh, a bit of a low shot from Andrade there. Liam Williams just loves a fight, doesn't he? Look, he loves a fight. Fucking hell. Mate, I tell you now, if anyone's... Jorge has 6'4" Andrade. Wow. But remember though, 6'4" with a knockdown. That's important to remember. 6'4" with a knockdown. Base the Kid says Williams is definitely on something. No comment, bruv. No comment. I'm probably have to talk to him on Monday. Sean Jonjo says William has loads more in the tank. Just look at him. You don't get body like that by picking strawberries. Boo Boo been out for a while. I don't want to hear these excuses. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about him being out for a while. I just I just don't like the way in which he fights sometimes. Joe Morley says, Andrade looking gash. You're going to look gash. You just done 10 rounds. Here we are, round number 11. As they say, the championship rounds. Adam Jones has it 9-3. I'm guessing, well, it should be, to Boo Boo. Sheikh says, Andrade by 4-ish at the moment. Mannix has it 97-92. He's got it quite wide, Andrade. Interesting. David Mannion says Williams is a lunatic. He is a lunatic and he fights like a bloody madman. Credit to him, though. Again, credit to him. Got knocked down in round number 2. For him to, like, be doing this still, big respect. Like I have huge respect for him after that. Because I thought that was quite a big knockdown as well. Strange performance, man. What else we got here? Jake Sharp says no drug test, I think. Ed Bull says Andrade is not Canelo. Andrade is awful to watch as Will Dogan. Andrade is an enigma for me. Yeah. Has he hurt his hand? His right hand? No, he's switching. Switching orthodox to southpaw, orthodox to southpaw. I don't know, man. 1 minute 31 here of round number 11. It's look, he's going to get the win, Andrade, unless he gets knocked down. I don't think he will get knocked down. It will be a win. He moves on. Again, for us UK fight fans who have seen and I've been watching Liam Williams very closely in his last 3 or 4 fights, we know how good Liam Williams is, right? We know his limitations, but we know he's tough. He's tough as old boots. So we kind of expected this. I expected this anyway. I said on the stream, I said 117, 111 for me. So I kind of expected this performance. American viewers are probably going to be watching it though thinking, being a bit disappointed in Andrade because they don't know who Williams is. Emmett McFarlane says Williams is on the juice. Why does everyone say that? Camper to Comedian says Andrade won't beat the top world champions. Well, he is a top world champion himself. Oh, good uppercut from Andrade. Really good uppercut. Williams just ate it. That was an uppercut on the button. Just ate the uppercut. All right, guys, final rounds. An Andrade round. Anyone disagree? I'm not just trying to be all Andrade here. Williams round. Williams did better than I thought. Brian Karen says Andrade reminds me of a boxing version of Dominic Cruz with his footwork, herky-jerky head movement, and awkward punches. Yeah, good. That's a very good thought, that is. Very good thought. But yeah, for me, it's an Andrade round. They just showed a little combination that Andrade threw. 4 or 5 punch combination. And all Williams did at the end of it was scream like, Jeez. Christopher Cloud says, Boo Boo's boring. Not boring. I think boring's a bit unfair, Christopher. I just feel like he's a bit, he's difficult. He's not pleasing on the eye for some of the stuff he does. But when he does put it together, beautiful. Beautiful. When he puts it together, but not pleasing on the eye. But in saying it, look, he's probably going to win this 9 rounds to 3 with a knockdown. So the score will be comfortable. And he's been hurt once in this whole fight for me. And that was in round number 8, round number 9. All right, here we go, round number 12. Let's see what Williams can do in this last 2 minutes 30. I don't think he's going to be able to get the knockdown. He had that chance. He tried to put it on Andrade. Andrade done well to kind of hold. Again, though, credit for him. Trying to be aggressive now, though. He's again, getting back onto that aggressiveness. He is super aggressive. Liam Williams is fighting like it's round 2. It's round 12. Jesus Christ. Big Bundit says, if Andrade had power, he would be great to watch. Yeah, he would. We got here. Carl Oz says, does this performance encourage Charlo to fight Andrade? No, it won't. No, it's very awkward. Charlo will look at this and think, it's just too awkward to fight. He's too awkward. Oh, beautiful left. Beautiful left from Andrade. I mean, that was a beautiful punch on the button. Like Liam Williams' throat. What the hell are they doing? Literally, that was dangerous, you know. And that was very, very dangerous. The way they both fell on it, like dangerous. Someone could injure themselves there. They kind of both fell flat onto the floor. Shit's got to be careful. By the way, that was a really good shot from Andrade just before that. Really good shot. The best punch he's thrown in the last few rounds. Not that he needed to win the round, but he's already won. But it's a good way of kind of putting that sort of rubber stamp on the performance. Good right though from Liam Williams. Andrade kind of just took it and fell into the ropes. Look, Liam Williams is going to be upset and gutted, but for me, he's putting a decent performance. This is what he does. He's aggressive. His boxing is very crude. He was never a beautiful boxer. He's just very crude in the way he works. And he's coming up against a guy that's very, very difficult to beat. And I think that's what Boo Boo is, difficult to beat. So he might not be pleasing on the eye for some, but you've got to find a way of working it out to beat him. Adair Vanchenko will be a good fight for a tough fight for Andrade, I think. Because I think he's a better boxer than Liam Williams, and he's as aggressive. A young GGG would be a nightmare for Andrade. A young GGG. This GGG now, I'm not too sure. All right, guys, last 20 seconds. Fight's over. Fight's done. They hug. They embrace. They kiss. Fighters are strange, man. It's almost like you've shared the ring with someone. It's tough. You appreciate it. But I'll tell you now, Demetrius Andrade, clearly a nice person. Everyone says respect after the bell. I don't know. He hugged Liam Williams. Liam Williams was like, what the fuck are you hugging me for? I don't want to hug you. He goes back. They hug again. They have a couple of conversations. I don't know what they're saying, but Ad Dub says, how we can't take out Williams, I don't know. Williams is tough, that's how. Williams is super tough. That's how we can't take him out. Brian Carrion says, just because Andrade has an awkward style, I don't think it's fair to call him boring. This was a fun fight to watch. I don't know if it was fun. I don't, one of the things, I wouldn't call this fun. They're just showing the knockdown from round number 2 again. Well, they're showing some of Andrade's work. Andrade's done some good work in this fight. Some good work by Andrade. Good uppercut. He landed about 4 or 5 of those uppercuts clean. But in the end, not enough to get Liam Williams out of there. But landed some good shots. They just showed the left in the final round there. That landed really good left from Andrade. I've got that. I don't want to be rude, but kind of 10-2, 9-3. That's what I've got it, 10-2, 9-3. Ash I Super Chat says, here comes the British gas about how tough Williams is. Can we talk about how our fighters get embarrassed on the world stage? How many rounds he won? Yeah. But I mean, this is a tough task. You say embarrassed, like, I mean, this is a Liam Williams that's lost 2 fights, coming up against a 2-weight world champion. That's not easy, you know? That's never going to be easy. It's not easy. I just want to hear the scorecards, guys. Yeah, it's never going to be easy, that. Paul Smith's still talking. Yeah. You know, we are a small island as well, you know. I mean, we're all about football over here. Right, we're a small island trying to produce some of the best fighters in the world. It ain't easy. Ain't easy. And that's a good point here by W. Camden says, embarrassing, question mark. The geezer threw hands for 12 rounds and didn't stop. Exactly. Exactly. It was always going to be a tough ask going away from home and fighting Boo Boo. There's a reason no one wants to fight him. Joe Morley says, Addy, where's the rum at? Any recommendations? Bumbu is a nice, sweet rum. I'm pointing because it's over there. It's Rick Ross's rum. Really nice and sweet. No drinking for me tonight. I got work tomorrow. I got to be at the studios working my ass off tomorrow. Guys, what are the scorecards? Anyone know? What scorecards? Oh, did they give 118-109? Oh, wide. 118-109. Ouch. 118-109, you know? Ouch. Jeez. Yeah, it's true though. 10-2 with the knockdown. That's what I said. I had it like that. 10 rounds with a knockdown. 118-109. Makes sense. Based he had it 118-109. Someone saying 118-109 is, yeah, it's not ridiculous. It's out. It really is. I mean, if you're being kind, you'll find, and this is if you're being super kind, you'll find 3 rounds for Liam Williams. I only saw 2. I could maybe only say I saw 1, but I'm going to give him 2. There's a knockdown. That's how it is. That's how it is, peeps. All right, let's quickly ask the questions. What next for Andrade? What are we saying, people? What are we saying? There's 1,000 of you in the chat. If you can hit the like button for me, that would be much appreciated, you know, peeps. If you can. I mean, don't stress yourself out by doing it. But if you can, that'd be good. Base the Kid says 118-109 is 9-3 to Andrade with 1 point for the knockdown. Yeah. Eubank versus Williams. Nah, Eubank's not going to want to fight him after coming off the back of a loss. He's not going to want to fight him after not off the back of a loss. I don't think so. GGG for Andrade. It's not, you know what it is about the problem about that. Now, you guys, I'm sure all of you know what DAZN are paying GGG. They're paying him a chunk of a money, right? If you're Andrade, a chunk, by the way, GG is getting paid. If you're Andrade, you are also a world champion. So GGG's got the IBF belt, right? Yeah, IBF belt. Andrade's also a champion. Andrade's going to want a chunk of the money as well. You can't give GG, and it's not worth that. What I'm trying to get at is it's not worth the money that will have to be made to put those two together. GGG's contracts stipulate he's going to get that. Andrade's going to be like, 1 second, I'm a 2-weight unbeaten world champion. I've defended my belt, not against good people, but regardless, I've defended my belt 4 or 5 times. Pay me as well. So that fight ain't going to happen. Just because of that, ain't going to happen. That's going to be difficult. Super chat here from Tim Adden says, Addy, who's the most likely person to beat Canelo in your opinion? Benavides? Like, it's difficult, man. Canelo's, like, you know, it's funny because people are saying, oh, Williams is on stuff. Williams is on stuff. Like, that was the whole chat was about Williams. If you think Williams is on things, whatever you think about Williams, times it by 1,000 as to what I think about Canelo. Like, I think Canelo, don't get me wrong, aside from his boxing ability, which is through the roof, his dedication through the roof, work rate through the roof, he is topping that off, I think, with the best chemist there is in the business. That's what I personally think. Sorry, that's what I think. Big super chat here from Ian Hammond says, Golovkin, Charlo, and Canelo will all smoke Andrade. If he fights them, better ring craft and inside work beats him. That was a Vladimir Klitschko-like holding, just my opinion after watching that one. I don't know about smoke. I don't think anyone smokes him. Beats him? Yeah, beats, possibly. Smokes? Not sure. Not sure about that. He's very awkward to fight. I think we saw that there. I think Liam Williams in the interviews after will say the same thing, like he's awkward. You can hardly hit him clean just because of how much he moves. He's always moving. And yes, his movement's kind of boring, but it's always on the go. How do you hit a moving target consistently? GGG has a good chance because GGG knows how to cut the ring off so well. Whereas Liam Williams is walking him down in a straight line like that. GGG is walking you like that, so you almost falling into him. So GGG's got a better chance, but I don't think anyone smokes him. But thank you so much for your question, bro. Fruit Boy says that ref was horrible, not even a warning for the holding, but a great fight. Fair play to Andrade. How he stayed up against that punch. Enjoyed that fight. It's weird. Some people enjoyed it, some people didn't. But yeah, look, Andrade stood up from a big punch from Liam Williams, and we know Liam Williams can hit. But yeah, I think the referee should have given a point for. Andrade's very smart. Like every time he got in close, put his hand up and hold. Like ref, he's holding me. Look, ref. Smart, experienced fighter. What everyone's saying. Carl battered onion rings frotches. I think Andrade gets beat by Billy Joe. Well, I don't know about that. Did we not? Are we going to pretend we didn't watch Billy Joe versus Martin Murray? He looked awful. He looked awful against Martin Murray, who was done at the end, who has now subsequently retired. Billy Joe did not look good, so I'm not convinced by Billy Joe either. I think it's a good fight. I think it's a fight that should get made if Billy Joe wins or loses against Canelo. RJ World Sports News says he needs to move up now, does Andrade, for me. He's comfortable at making the weight. I mean, he came in at 159.4. He's okay at making the weight. Never looks like he's hydrated on the scales. Always looks good on the scales. So I think he's good. KMI says, thanks for your commentary. This is better than watching the fight itself. Thank you very much. Michael Page says, already offered Charlo a ton of money to fight Andrade. This is what's interesting about that statement you made as well, Michael. Yes, you're right. It wasn't a ton of money, but it was quite a bit of money to entice Charlo to come over to the zone and fight. What Eddie Hearn's saying now is that he's willing to let Andrade go over to Showtime and fight Charlo and make it a pay-per-view fight. He's actually put that out there. That before it was a case of, yes, trying to get Charlo on the zone. Why would you not want that? Now he's trying to say, it's okay, Charlo, we'll come over. Just because he admits he's struggling to get Andrade a fight. He can't get him a fight. Proof's in the pudding. Go and look at the 4 fights. He can't get Andrade a big fight. So he's basically saying, you can now go over to Showtime, make it a pay-per-view, go and earn your money. Critic Clip says, when is Jake Paul fight UK time? Not sure. I'm thinking about 2 a.m. the fight card starts. Blog Nature says, who won? You know who won. Lee King Ano says, Addy, where's your sexy new mic? Boom. It's right here. But yeah, because it won't work without the whole computer. I'm just doing the phone. This is so much easier on the live stream. Gio Rangel says, thoughts on Canelo versus Saunders? Canelo. Like, yeah, quite comfortably. So what we got here? Oh yeah, I forgot that was a Matchroom versus Queensbury fight there. I forgot that was. 2 seconds. Michael Page says, Andrade isn't lazy. Williams walked through some huge shots. He did. Williams ate some big shots there. I don't know how big a puncher Andrade is. I never think of Andrade as a puncher. Like again, you watch a couple of his fights, he puts people down, they get back up. Never think of him as a puncher. Stay Turnbull says, Hearn wants Golovkin versus Andrade next. Yeah, he's been wanting these fights for ages. Like wanting it and actually doing it is crazy. Sharon Leach says, Addy, your sexy deep voice will be picked up on your mic. I ain't got no sexy voice, but Sharon, I'll take your word for it. If you say I got a sexy voice, Sharon, I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sharon. Thank you. Tim Adams says, Ade, who do you prefer as a fighter to watch, Sugar Ray or Hagler? Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray, for me, Sugar Ray all day. As a fighter to watch, just how, like, even in that performance against Tommy Hearns, nah, I'm a Sugar Ray man. And look, respect to Hagler, has passed away, so, but Sugar Ray for me was just a special fighter. Special fighter. Adil Shakut says Sugar Ray's boxing was beautiful. Yeah, it was. Ade's Posse and Views says North 2K7. Prince Patel, have you seen Prince Patel's interview with Kugan Cassius? Prince Patel did say, I should interview him. We'll see. It was a very fun night. I enjoyed it. Was hoping Williams would win, but Andrade earned my respect. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, guys. Tomorrow, we'll do the Sunday session, 8 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for that. We'll go over this fight, and we'll also talk about the Ben Askren, Jake Paul. I'm gonna quickly watch the MTK card now. I'm gonna go back and watch it before I go to bed. And I'll watch the Jake Paul stuff in the morning because I'm pretty tired and I'm not staying up for that shit. So yeah. Someone said, who said big up Hatman? Where's the X that said big up Hatman? Yeah, big up Hatman, man. Hatman the GOAT. Can't lie, I'm a massive I can't tell you how much of a Hatman fan I am. Massive Hatman fan. Hatman should do some live watch-alongs. It'd be good at them. It'd be very good. Brian Karen says, Ade, thank you for your live stream and your channel. You have given me a proper education in European British boxing. Much love from California. That's kind of what I like to hear. All right, guys. Peace. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we'll get together again, 8:30. Have some fun. So 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Sorry, have some fun. You know what 8 o'clock means as well? It means movie hour. You know, we always like to talk about our movies. We'll do that as well. But thank you for watching me. Peace, my brother. Peace, everyone.